Hello and good afternoon. I am here with Jolie once again, and we are continuing on the let me go nifeliz German mouse tank.
The mouse.
Yep. Where I left
Mickey the
off,
mouse.
where I left off is I just got the. Sorry about that. That is a alarm for my bike. Where I left off is I just got the front and rear armor in place, got all the tracks on, and also as you can see, filled in most of the interior of the lower hull.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Also,
That's looking
off
good.
camera, I got sick and tired of one of the drive wheels constantly falling off when I tried to roll it, so I just ended up gluing it.
Yeah.
It still
You gotta
moves.
glue what you gotta glue.
Yeah, it still moves, but I just got sick and tired of it. Also, towards the end of the stream, I just decided to modify one of the spare parts to actually fill in what was missing. And just as I said that, another idler wheel came off.
Oh. Another drop of glue.
Eventually I might, if I can also... Oh, no, it's right there. Let me just get that
So
on.
how long did it take you to put those tracks together?
I don't actually remember, and I don't really know if I want to go through and time the actual scene that actually where I actually built that, but it definitely took a while.
I would imagine there's a lot of pieces there.
Yeah. Also, I looked through the instructions ahead of time. By the end of this stream, this entire lower hull will be completed, and by the last week of this, next week, will be the entire turret.
Oh, excellent.
Yep. Also, I'm still waiting on.
So it's already pretty big. So that's kind of the full length of it there, right? The full size of the tank's body. What you got there?
Yeah, that's pretty much
How
the full
big
length
it's
of the
gonna
tank.
be. Okay, it's pretty big.
It is. And I've also found another company that makes a mouse that I might go for as well, primarily because the one that I found that they have is designed to actually be made RC and also has kind of the concepts that they were trying to go for with this, where it had like a giant anti-aircraft gun on top of it. And also, it actually has better looking in ammunition inside of it as well. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
But what I might just end up doing after this, if my bosses finally decide on what they want me to build for them, I might just make that my stream.
Yeah.
I guess my little friend has heard your little friend talking.
Yeah. Tori, come here, buddy.
That
Come
or
here,
he's
bird.
just that or he just hears me talking and just wants to come over and be a fluffy annoyance or a fuzzy annoyance.
Fluffy, fuzzy annoyance. So before I joined you over here, I was watching the 3D painter. I was chatting with Ron over there.
Right?
And I mentioned that I was coming to help you with your stream and produce for you. And he sends his love over and sends his support.
Oh, thank you, Ron.
He mentioned your name and directed people to go check out your channel. So
oh, that was nice of him.
Maybe when he's finished his stream, he might get a couple extra viewers popping over from there.
Oh, that'd be incredible. I appreciate it. And if Ron watches the playback or if he joins on later, I'll definitely have to make sure to give him a proper thank you.
No comments yet.
Well, like you said, I'm pretty sure a good bit of them are watching Ron right now, so I have a feeling that
not too many people from our group are over there on his stream.
I
I
see.
think it was just me.
I see. Well, also you have to remember this is a weekday, so it is kind of early.
But he has kind of a totally different audience than us.
Right. Where we build basically anything and everything. He's more dedicated to just 3D printing and painting.
Mostly, yeah.
If I remember, he did like a giant Obi-Wan on the Lizard Mount, did he?
Yeah, he's actually still working on that one. It's not
Oh, that's cool.
quite finished yet. Meow meow.
I know, buddy. I know.
Oh, cats! Cats are so cute. I love them.
He's my own version of Tori, apparently.
Well, he's settled down now. He went and sat down somewhere.
True.
Chewing on the spaghetti. I gave him a piece of spaghetti.
Hey, better than cables.
Spaghetti. He likes spaghetti.
Hey, at least it's better than the cables to your ships again.
Yeah. Well, that was my lights. Well, yeah, he chews the wires, but he chewed right through one of the lights because it's just like a noodle. He probably just thought it was a piece of spaghetti.
Right. Okay, that one's. So what are you working on tonight?
Right now I'm not working on anything. I was editing my video, and then I had to go do a bunch of stuff, and I had a few more minutes to edit the video while I was watching the other stream, and now I'm here.
Oh, cool. And now he's doing the classic "if I fits, I sits" thing, where he's trying to climb into a box. No one, do you mind? Thank you.
Get out of here, Grady.
You'll need 2 more of these.
Is that one of the plates for the top?
Yeah. Well, no, actually these are plates for the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, in fact, what I'm working on will actually go right here.
Boy.
And I actually got the wrong. There we are. That's the one I wanted to grab. this side because this actually goes. Please tell me something and just. Okay, must have just been in the tracks there. All right, yep.
There you go.
And then there's that first one on.
Cool. So it looks like you got four more to go down the side there.
Let me double check. Let me look ahead.
Because
Actually,
you got
just
4
3.
sections. Oh, okay.
It's going to take 3 of these to cover one side, so in total, there's going to be 6 on both sides.
Nice.
Okay, now the fun part is trying to find the panel in one of these flat pieces that actually has the right texture. Okay, the empty one I definitely can put on right now, but nope. That's pretty close. Yeah, I think these are, and that's the one I need.
Panel number 2.
Actually, these are
There's
not
Stephen
even
Haynes.
numbered.
Stephen Haynes is here. Hey, Alec.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Steven.
Joe. Hey,
Glad
Stephen.
you could
Thanks
join
for
us.
coming over. How are you doing today? Saw Stephen earlier today in another live stream chat.
Cool.
Said howdy to him.
Actually, no, it's this. Okay, no, there's 2 of each, so I'm pretty sure their side's going to be exactly the same. So, Joey, I mean, not Joey, Steven, since you just joined, so I'm going to tell you again, but by the end of this stream, this entire body will be complete.
Excellent.
All right. This panel was actually quite easy to assemble, and there it is. But yeah, for that one repair, Joey, I just took one of these guys, cut off the nub, and just sanded it down.
Okay, excellent. Good idea.
I mean, I have a ton of those, so what's one less? See, you're having the same trouble. Not sure what he means by that, Joey. Are you talking about the?
Steven says, I'm seeing you're having the same trouble I did. I'm presuming Steven built this kit before.
Yeah, he did.
And
He said that he built it
problem with
before.
the kit.
Just not sure what trouble he's referring to. Are you talking about the tracks not wanting to stay on? I'm assuming he's probably talking about the drive wheels not wanting to stay on, but we'll see. Anyway, says when he responds.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's not the right one. This has gotta be the right one.
A lot of the pieces look similar to each other, eh?
Well, that and also with only a tiny webcam light as my overhead light, it's kind of hard to see in the glare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the printed parts as well. Yeah.
Like, does he mean 3D printed parts or parts that have
No,
like
the parts
like
that
a print on them, like the graphics? Yeah,
the parts like this that have the graphics.
I see.
It's kind of hard to see them with all the different grays and everything like that, and trying to match up the designs just right to how the instructions wanted to.
I would imagine that they probably repeat, like the one you got in your hand looks the same as the one that's on the front of the tank right there, just flipped in a different position. It's got like an X and it's got like a smudge. It looks like the same print.
Yeah, kind of. There's very little differences between all of them, so it's kind of
I imagine they give you a few different ones and then they repeat them in the bundle, right?
Exactly. Yeah, otherwise, I'm enjoying this build.
Cool. You know what's weird? When I clicked on the link you sent me, by default, it opened up in Firefox, and I usually don't use that one.
That is weird.
Because it gives me troubles. But it only seems to give me troubles when it's like a group stream with a bunch of people.
That's weird because the link I sent it through I think it's Explorer or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you send it through. It's just whatever I have my default internet set to, right? So I got to change it. So the other one is my default browser. I just haven't changed it.
That is interesting. Well, better know that now versus later on when you're kind of rushing to start a stream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my bird's sitting on my knee underneath the table now, just sleeping.
Sounds adorable.
Yeah, he's being real sweet. He's quiet.
Well, that is until, like you were saying, was gonna say that is until, like you were saying yesterday, someone decides to come home.
Yeah, I have no idea when my kid's coming home, but when she comes to the door, he freaks out because he's happy.
Come on.
Happy. Let me just try something here. As Andrew would say, bear with me.
Yeah, I really need to. I want my face. He's off looking to setting up some things like that, either just sounds or little add-ons like that that spice up my streams to make them a bit more entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that showing, come on, just focus, you stupid thing. There we go. The entire right side is now complete.
Nice job.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it has some like weathered panels or dirt or whatever, some damage.
I think that's a bit more weather. I mean, but yeah, I also kind of like how it has a little extra track on the side. All right, now I just need to
Now
go
one
through
more
all
side.
of that. What's up?
Repeat the process.
Yep, I repeat onto the other side. Just mirror everything.
Rinse and repeat.
Yep. Honestly, I was going through not YouTube on YouTube. Yeah, I was going through Amazon and found a pretty cool Lego Gustav kit.
What's that? Another tank?
No, it's a giant hail gun.
Oh,
Yeah, and this one actually is pretty cool because it actually has like working in mechanisms to show off how this thing would have loaded its giant cannon.
yeah.
I mean, this thing was massive. It took like 5 locomotives just to move it, and to get around, you actually had to build track. I can't remember how many people it took, but it was over 1,000 people just to man this thing.
Really? Wow.
Yep, it was only really used once on the Russians, and this thing just did massive amount of damage, but because of its ridiculous size and, well, everything, it just was impractical and not really able to even really be accurately aimed without having to move the entire thing. Actually, I have to look it up.
That's
but
crazy.
Yep, I'd have to look
And
up
what's it called?
It's called the Gustav or the Dora.
Oh.
I mean, the company that made this kit does have a much cheaper version of that kit, of the Dora.
So if you were gonna excuse me.
You're right.
If you were gonna have like sound effects and sound bites and stuff like that, what kind of things would you have in there?
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and look at the documentary of the Dora, but to see what the total distance was. But let's just say before the Russians even knew about the giant cannon or anything like that, or even saw it, they thought the Russian air Germans were doing construction when it fired, or because they could hear it a great distance before they even saw it. At least I think. I have to double check the history of it. But this thing was just massive. Actually, after I'm done with this, I can do a quick Google search to see just how big of a cannon this thing was.
I like your desk there. Your desk have a carbon fiber surface or something?
It is.
Nice.
Thank you. Okay, no, that is right. I was looking at this going like, wait, am I supposed to put that in line with the top or the bottom?
Same thing you did on the other side, just a mirror, or is it asymmetrical?
No,
is it the
mirrored.
Same on both sides? It's the same, yeah? Okay.
It's the same. I just couldn't remember which way I did it.
Most things like that are the same, except for maybe a couple minor little details here and there, yeah. If it's a starship, it's the same.
Right.
That's how I draw my designs when I'm drawing new starship designs.
Mm-hmm.
And I draw the top-down view first, but I just make a line down the middle and I just draw half. I draw half of it, and then I get all the details, and then I have a light table, and I'll flip it over on my light table, and I'll copy it. And I'll copy it and flip it over and copy the other half so that I have a perfectly symmetrical drawing.
Cool. Not sure just
it doesn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say it doesn't work for the side view of the ship, but it works great for the top and bottom.
I mean, thankfully, it's just held. I was going to say, thankfully, this is just held on by 3 studs. If I need to, I could always just easily pop this off and glue the rest of these wheels in place.
Mm-hmm.
since I just felt that one of them was already starting to come off again. Come on. Thank you. Okay, that's the second one done.
Clickety click, you're moving pretty quick.
Yep. Now that I can see where everything is and don't have to try and hunt down all of these detail plates, I can usually see what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you just did the other side, so you know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You had a round of practice.
Oh, that's actually the wrong one. I need one of these guys right here.
I can tell summer's almost over here. I start getting allergic reactions to everything.
I see.
Every time.
Yeah, it's
allergies
slowly
to
starting
all
to
of
get
it.
cooler down here as well. Or rather, starting to get more storms, as you probably saw in my off-topic post.
Yeah, I saw that. You had to ride home in the rain. That's a bummer.
Well, it wasn't really rain per se, but it was heavy winds, slight small showers here and there, but a ton of dust.
Oh, it was dust.
Yeah.
Well, you need some rain.
I mean, like I said, there was occasional rain that was falling. just not massive storm rain at that time. That came much later.
When it rains here, it rains for like 2 or 3 days in a row. And then we get nice weather for about a week, maybe 2 weeks sometimes. And then it rains again for like a few days.
That's nice.
It always lasts a long time. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty nice around here. Like nature wise.
Right.
As far as the city goes, and living here is not great.
Right.
But if you like the outdoors and you like nature and fishing and camping, the city that I live in has over 200 lakes in the city limits in the region of Sudbury. There's over 200 lakes. Yeah. There's one big, huge lake right in the middle of the city. And if you look at the map, like the satellite image, all you see is just lakes and rivers everywhere.
Cool. All right, and that is now the left side done.
That looks good, Alec.
Yep.
Right on.
Now on to the next bag, which is 288.
So I caught a little bit of your stream last week when I was sitting in my car, but I missed a lot of what you put inside there. Can you show us the inside? And
sure, I can do a recap.
Maybe show me what all that stuff is. I like all the detail that's in there.
Sure, I can do a recap. What you have are your 2 electric motors that drive the drive wheels. So you have your ammo storage and more electric motors. You have your
cool.
Your electric generator. You have your exhaust cooling vents and your gasoline powered engine. Your 2 gas tanks plus the external one. You have your radios. You have a fire extinguisher deck down there. Your radio operator seat and your driver's seat.
Okay, so that's the cockpit right there in the middle, in the front.
Yep.
Excellent. I like how they have all the detail in there. That's really cool.
And as you can also notice, there is no tunnel or anything to connect this to the turrets. They would be completely isolated and have to talk through intercoms.
Oh, really? They're separated from the rest of the tank?
Yep. Well, from the 4 men that would be, say, in the turret, you have your commander, your gunner, and 2 loaders. Yep, that's the one I need.
I actually had a ride in the tank once for a very short time, for a little short ride.
That's cool.
When I was 16 years old.
Cool. Yeah, I know that if you go to Texas, they have a place called Drive Tanks where you can not just drive these incredible vehicles, but you can also, of course, safely pull a ripcord that pulls the trigger and actually fire these tanks. I think they're one of the only places that actually legally can have fully operational tanks.
That's not associated with the military.
Correct.
Oh. So in my case, my friend's uncle, we stayed at his house for the summer because I was painting some wall murals for him. But he worked at the army base.
Yeah.
He wasn't a soldier. He was a former soldier, or he retired, and then he was a mechanic. and
That's cool.
he worked at the base as a mechanic and repairing military equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we had a visit one day, and we spent the day there with them. And they took us for a ride in a tank. I don't know what kind of tank it was. I don't know much about military equipment and tanks and stuff. Whatever the Canadian Armed Forces used in 1990.
Right.
And there's no armaments on it whatsoever. That's all disabled and removed when it goes into the shop for maintenance or whatever.
Right.
So he did some kind of minor repair on it. I think something that he had to do with the tracks, one of the wheels or something he had to repair. And then he has to take it for a test drive around the little field, right?
Right.
And he invited me and my buddy to hop in. He had to get authorized. There's soldiers on hand. He had to ask for permission for us to hop in there. And yeah, go ahead. And we just a couple circles around this field, and that was it.
Cool.
It's pretty neat, though. We had to put on the headphones for ear protection and the helmets and all that stuff. It was pretty cool.
Makes sense. But that's some really cool.
And it wasn't a very big tank. It was fairly small. Like most of the, like there was enough room for probably 4 people in the cockpit of it, right?
Right.
And I don't know what kind of turret, because as I said, that they totally removed the turret. Like it's not even on the tank. It's just the tank itself, the machine.
It makes sense. You don't want to accidentally have around in the chamber and all of a sudden and have it go off in the workshop.
Yeah.
Be really cool if I know that there's one of these on display since it was never finished, like the remaining husk of one on display over in Russia. It'd be kind of cool if someone could, for maybe research purposes, go back, completely build a fully functional one of these, and just do full on tests if on what this thing would have been capable of if it actually had been fully completed.
Yeah. So they never put them into service.
Correct. There was really only they only built 2 of what I'm building right now and only 1 turret it ever actually built. And then towards the end, they just threw the turret onto the first version of the hull, and basically that's what they have on display right now. Since it was the Russians who captured and did a good bit of testing of the mouse, only to deem it, inefficient for war.
It wasn't killy enough?
No, more the fact that it had terrible mileage. This basically made it provides the Allies a huge target. It just was so a half the speed of, say, a Tiger or 2 or a King Tiger. I mean, granted, if it was from the documentary I was just watching, showing the breakdown of this tank, they literally said that you could probably get 1 lucky shot, maybe 2 within in a minute with this thing with the main cannon, but after that you would have to spend 45 minutes trying to spin the turret 360. Just give you an idea of how full it was. So trying to keep track of all the Type 34s or Shermans or anything like that would be difficult, especially since they would be able to easily outmaneuver you and will try and find some form of weakness to exploit on you. Like I said, shooting this thing probably would be the largest one.
It would be a weakness.
Yeah, because this is a fuel tank. You just have this, and if you shut that out,
an external fuel tank, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, well, that's really one of the only ways that they could travel great distances with this. Or I say that, but it still had poor distance.
Yeah,
especially since you're looking at Battleship
wider. They should have made it wider or longer and had it on the inside. They should have just made the back end of it longer and have that enclosed in armor.
Yeah, well, you're looking at close to almost 200 tons of armor here. This thing, originally it was planned to be 120, but as time kept going on, more and more weight just kept accumulating. Heck, during the entire time, the people who were building it just honestly were not even thrilled about building it. They kind of were saying that the cost of just building one of these was equivalent of maybe 6 or 7 Tigers. Which even then, the Tigers had their problems as well, especially suspension-wise, because they were using the suspension of a extremely lighter tank. So yeah, there was problems.
Yeah, I could imagine. They must have had a lot of experimental things that they tried to get out that weren't right.
I mean,
they're moving fast and trying to come up with new things and better things all the time.
Yeah, like for example, I was in the last thing I was watching before I started getting ready for the stream was about the Germans' London gun that basically would fire Sable rounds over into Europe. But it never was fully completed because, the build process was just too immense, and more importantly Germany, the place just kept getting bombed.
Oh.
Okay, I think that might be in here somewhere, since I've not seen it in that part. Unless it's in a separate bag.
Package.
What?
Need a new package, new bag?
No more. I'm curious as to. Oh wait, no, that's because it's these square parts. That's why I'm confused. It's telling me I need 2 of those and then 4 of these black guys. Sorry, I was looking at the picture going like where am I supposed to find that piece? He was thinking it was all one piece. But nope, it is a bunch of different pieces.
I'm just gonna mute there for a minute. We have
nope, you're right.
Company. Okay, I'm back. The kids are gone.
All right.
There's a bunch of kids in the kitchen getting food. They were making noise.
I see. You were looking to see what Tori was squawking about?
Well, he started squawking because my daughter came home with her friends.
I see.
And then they got snacks and they took off. So the top ones looks like the top kind of connects to those points that are inside. Just where you got.
I would
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so.
The rest of it looks the rest of it looks fairly smooth there.
That's my
So
guess.
You just got a few places where those plates are going to attach.
That's my guess, especially since you're able to pull them off. So you would probably want them to have some security, but also some way to have very weak connections so it's easy to pull off. Let me just toss those in there just so it's easier to see.
It looks like you're making a keyboard.
In a way, it kind of does, but I'm assuming that is air intakes or or something like that.
It looks like a piano.
In a way, it kind of does. Oops.
Uh-oh.
That was not supposed to go all the way back. There we go. Yeah, I just realized I put that on too far back.
Uh-oh.
Because I need the 2x3s to be flush. Oh, actually, I skipped a step.
Now that you got the other side on, it doesn't look like a piano anymore.
Hang on. Let me see something. I need to check something because I think I might have done something wrong with the squares. Okay, yeah, I put the squares on a little too close. Okay, that looks better.
Excellent. You had them in the wrong spot.
I just had one stud too far in.
Oh,
They had to have. I need to have one stud sticking out. Because now what they want me to do is start to bring in the gray to line up with the curvature.
so we can start to see the shape of where the turret's going to be. Is that outline there?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep, let's see. Let me grab these. They go onto the inside.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
There we go. Got the
Awesome.
back on.
Awesome.
Took a while because I had to try and line up the gap with the top part of the engine, the electrical motors.
Yeah, it looks like it's a tight fit.
It is. But at least I got it on. Now, there's a good chance I might do some repainting off camera, but the next thing I want us to do is start building some ammunition.
The ammunition?
Yeah.
So you got separate little rounds that are going to be stored in there?
Yeah, there are.
So I take it then the top of this thing is easily removable, so you can look inside.
Yeah, it should be able to.
Then what's the point of building all that stuff inside if you can't ever look in there, right?
Exactly.
So how many pieces again is this? I know you said it's like around 900 or something like that.
2,272.
2,000. Yeah. That's a lot.
Yep. All right, there's the first rack of frowns.
The only thing I've done like that so far are those two Star Trek ones. The one's the Enterprise and one's the Klingon battle cruiser. And they're small and they're pretty simple.
Right.
I just
Yeah, I
got those
remember
for
you
fun because they were
were.
cheap.
I think I got them for Secret Santa. Did you not?
No, I bought those myself.
I think you gave them a weird name as well.
Yeah, Schmegos.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I even made a box for them with a logo that I drew.
Yeah, I remember.
Just for fun. I just wanted to have some fun with it.
True. And you basically built it for that purpose.
Yeah. I made the box. I made the box just so I could open it and have a laugh on the stream.
Right, I'm just gonna pull that off so that you can see the now completed interior with the.
Excellent. Very nice, Alec.
Yep.
Great job.
I'm just gonna put this back on if I can just get the tops of the engine in motors to line it up. There we go.
Click.
There we go. And actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because they actually did make a click.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to look at something really quick. Oops.
Yes.
Okay, it's empty, so I can pause that. something I laughed about last night because Todd did not give me really any mercy or sympathy about my stupid decision.
What's that, to ride home in the dust storm?
Yeah, basically saying just suck up with the dust like the rest of us, or something like that. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh, we got a second person watching now.
Pardon me?
I said we got a second person watching now.
Oh, cool. I can't see the viewer count as a guest.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I can't put the chat on screen either.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Because if we were in the full studio, I'd be playing all kinds of sound effects.
True. I mean, maybe someday if there's still any open slots.
Yeah, you'd have to ask. You'd
Todd.
have to ask what the cost is.
Right.
I'm not sure about that.
Right. Oh, there's the turret area completely done.
Very nice. That looks good. Oh, so the turret's pretty small back there.
You would think so, but if you remember going back to the
Well, yeah, it'll be larger than that hole, but
yeah,
the access for it looks kind of little.
I mean, you have to remember this is completely cut off from the rest of here. You only
Oh, yeah,
have
that's
access,
right.
You only have access to
That's
where the
right.
rounds are.
It's separate from the rest.
Yep. I mean, eventually they were thinking about having a tunnel system for everyone to traverse, but that was scrapped.
There's not enough space in there to move around.
Yep, that's the one I need next.
So is that last piece going to be one piece, one panel? Or two?
No, there's 4 more bags, so I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, that's just because this is a 2-part bag. That's why I was having a hard time finding a certain piece. So yeah, this is going to be one whole piece.
One more piece, okay.
That's why I couldn't find these pieces, is because it's a 2-part bag.
How long do you plan on going till, Alec?
Just until this bag is done, which I still have quite a ways to go before that's done.
Okay.
I mean, it's the largest section right here, anyways.
Okay, that's plenty of time. I was gonna say I can stick around here till around after 7 o'clock, anyways. Well, 7 o'clock for me.
Right.
Another 45 minutes.
But yeah, because I kind of want to at least try and stretch this out at least one more week by having the turret be its own separate build.
Gotcha. Okay.
That way, I still have at least something to do while I plan out what I want to do once this thing is done.
Yeah.
Or
what other kits you got on the shelf?
Or whatever I end up having to order to actually build during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do I? Oh, that's what I did wrong.
Oh.
That's
What
the other
happened?
reason why I'm thinking I might only go until this is done. I put the intakes on the wrong way. Okay, that's better. Don't have these weird, wonky, misaligned ones anymore.
Also, on the other end, those lines are going in the opposite direction.
Basically, how I had them going vertically, not horizontally.
Yeah, the same as the back there.
Yeah, they need to go exactly the same way as the ones I just put on.
Yeah.
And I almost did the same mistake. I almost put them on going the wrong direction.
I kept doing that on I think it was Friday. I wanted to put my light diffusing thing with the blue paint facing inwards. And I stuck it on with the blue paint facing outwards, and then I noticed I changed it, and then I did the next one and I did the same thing.
I remember that you tried to make it look like an actual bulb instead of a colored light.
No, I was painting the material that I was using to diffuse the light.
Mm-hmm.
I was painting it blue, so the windows would be blue.
Right.
Because a lot of times, instead of using a different colored light, because I don't feel like separating the light from all the rest of the lights. So if I want the windows on the Arboretum part to be blue, but all the rest of the windows are white, I'll just paint the windows blue. There's no interior on the model, right? So they can just be solid blue.
Well, not on this one. I've seen you put some type of Arboretum interior into other of your ship models.
Yeah, I've done it before. I might do it again on a larger model, but
yeah, I was gonna say I've seen you do it
really
on
small. Even the one I did, you can barely see it by looking in the windows.
Say I've known you to put it on to those small kits before.
Yeah, that's really hard.
But I agree with you. sometimes you're just not gonna notice unless you point it out to someone
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, take a look inside that window."
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I had that model on the table at Wonderfest, and I don't think too many people were able to look inside and actually see the arboretum.
Right.
I think if I was gonna do that again, I would have took like some photos of it, of the
And kind
inside,
of
detailed
advertise,
photos,
hey,
and just
I
just have them on the table beside the model, right? So you could see
kind of like
inside.
an advertisement saying, "Hey, if you are having a hard time seeing, or if you want to try and look for something, try looking for this inside this kit."
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the tables are low, and people have
Ah,
to like crouch down, kneel down on the
right.
ground to look at the bottom of the models. So hardly any of the models get to
I
show
see.
what it looks like on the bottom. A lot of people will put like a mirror on the base so you can see the bottom
I
without
see.
trying to get down there, because it's tough to get down there and it's crowded and there's lots of people around, and it's not easy to get a good look at all the models.
Well, maybe not for Donnie because of how short he is.
It's even low for him.
I see.
Yeah, it's just table
But no,
height,
it
you know.
definitely would be. I know what you're talking about. It would also be kind of more difficult for people like Donnie E to see, more due to age than, well, height.
Yeah.
You physically have to be there to hold them all and show them it, or at least be there for those with kids to actually make sure that the model is being handled with care and not accidentally dropped.
Well, nobody touches the models at the
Right,
show except for the owner.
right.
So there was
That's
a
what I'm
couple
saying. You
times
have to
when
be
I
there to
was, yeah,
actually.
there was a couple times when I actually was there and I was able to pick up the models and show people the inside and stuff like that. But you can't stand there all day.
Exactly. You're there to enjoy the art show, in the show, not be constantly there to present and your
That's right.
builds and actually show off every little feature you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
That was close. I almost dropped that piece.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. It's literally right in front of my face. It's a feature that this thing has. I was trying to remember what this thing could do. And now I'm remembering this one actually has an opening hatch.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Can a no, I do need the 5-1. That's it is the black one that is before.
Oops. I think that's got to be in here. Yep, there it is. Okay, it does go that way. So, any plans for the week?
Not much. I'm just gonna try to get some model stuff done.
Cool.
Try and get a video out. I'm in the process of editing today and yesterday, and it takes me a few days to get the editing done.
Cool.
Yeah, not much.
Well, you already know for me, a good majority of it's going to be stuck at work.
Yeah.
Although, after I'm done with this, I might take some time and try and get all of the plugs for the U96 back into place.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The plugs, like the covers, the screws?
No, I meant like actually the electrical plugs.
Okay, I see. Sorry about my chair. It's
No, you're right.
squeaky and it sucks.
Oh, hey, Russ.
Hey, Russ is here.
Yeah, I just looked up and saw that Stephen had said hi to Russ. I looked up and then he was there saying evening villas.
Yeah, I just saw it too. Right before you said it, I noticed it too. Good evening, Russ. How you doing today? Thanks for dropping in on us.
I agree. Thank you so much for joining us.
Alec is working on the mouse. What is it?
Yep, MAUS, mouse.
The mouse. Is that a wireless mouse?
I've actually seen a short making that joke before where someone's mouse was not working. He was wondering what was going on. Showed that he was holding a very small model of this tank. And I'm like, oh, that's why. All right.
That's cute.
So that down for a sec because now I'm actually working on that hatch.
Russ says, I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Not too bad.
Well, we're doing all right, Russ. How's your RC Space Rover project coming along? Russ says might have to reload the drivers for your mouse. Reinstalled the drivers. Good one.
I might have to, since Donnie just never can, for some reason, for the life of him, see the mouse.
All I see is a tank.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
If all he can see is a tank, I might have to reload the drivers so that he can actually try and find the mouse.
Russ says the rover is coming along pretty good. That's good to hear.
That's good.
Looking forward to seeing that.
Same. Well, kind of and kind of not, because it won't be as good as if they actually could drive it on the moon or on Mars. Those would be really cool to see.
Well, he'll be able to drive it around Wonderfest next
True,
year.
that would be really cool to see still.
Last year there was a full-size, actually there was two of them, full-size R2-D2 models running around.
Oh, I've seen in those groups. So I actually would love to build one myself. Or rather, print and then build.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, but that was right.
Do 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 do. Rover's coming along pretty good.
Follow-up wise, it'd be pretty cool if Russ could find a place with a bunch of red sand to drive his rover around.
I'm sure there's probably a quarry somewhere or something like that around Michigan. I'm getting a weird echo in my headphones.
That's weird.
Are you getting that too?
No, I'm not getting any echo.
Huh. Echo? It's gone now.
It's gone stopped.
Now? Yeah.
That's weird. Well, at least it's gone.
Yeah, it didn't stick around long. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yep. I can set that to the side again because I don't need that right now. That's cool.
Russ says, I'm actually going to try and get it done in time to bring it to South Dakota in a few weeks to drive it at the Badlands National Park. Yeah, that is cool. Hopefully you get lots of footage of that.
Oops.
Oops, another oopsie?
Yep, I used the wrong 1x6 block piece.
Oopsie. Easy fix.
Yep, I just need to. I meant to use a flat one for this one.
That's a bummer. I just lost something.
Uh-oh.
And it's something that I lost before, and I just found it the other day.
That's not good.
Yeah. Oh, I found it again.
That's good. Oops. Oh, it goes around. That's why I was. It was about what was going on with that one. And with that step.
Russ says your mind. No, it wasn't my mind. It was a tiny deflector dish for one of the 1/2500 scale NX01 models. So the whole thing is about 4 millimeters wide. And I had found it, and I have this little jar up on the desk by the monitor. And I said, I'm going to put it in that little jar that has a couple other tiny little parts in it. And then I put it in there and then knocked the jar over with my finger. And it fell down, and I thought everything fell on the floor, but it just fell on my desk. And I found the two things that were in there.
Come on, just go in your hole, you stupid piece.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Get in there.
All right.
That piece has lots of detail.
It does.
It looks good.
Enjoy with that last piece in place and a part that went flying. That is the entire lower part complete.
Awesome. That looks great.
Yeah. And like I said, let me just come over here.
So all the wheels turn and the tracks move. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And you can also
Cool.
give 1 second till we just get a flashlight on really quick.
Got the access hatch there.
You have the
Interior,
hatch
awesome.
look inside. While also
Armaments.
being
Engines.
able to.
Russ
Actually,
says,
it'd be
very
easier.
cool, Alec.
Thank you. It might actually be easier to pull
The whole thing.
and pull it up from where the hatch is.
There you go.
After I reattach that part. But here's the full interior now. And also, like I said,
That's
your-
great.
Here's side panels. Which I hope I did not just break a part off.
Oh,
Nope. I think I got.
don't
everything
shake it
sorted.
too much.
Well, I might have to look as off camera at some point, but let me try and get these back on really quick. Okay, nope, that guy came loose.
Russ says, that's a seriously impressive kit.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is
And
pretty
it
cool.
is
It's very detailed.
Oops.
Boom.
But yeah, after all that, that's basically how we're looking with the mouse kit.
Cool. Where's the scrolling wheel?
I don't have one of those. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. We've been going on for almost an hour and 45 minutes. I want to say thank you guys for joining me in this build. Hopefully, for those who join or watch the replay, will enjoy this as well, including all of my mistakes, which were plenty.
Minor mistakes. Minor mistakes. The directions aren't clear.
Actually, they kind of are, but I just went a little fast and misread where the placements need to be. Yeah, but I still hope you enjoyed all that. Later tonight, you have Donnie and his Katinga, so I'm not sure if there's any way I might have to be on your main version to have the ability to set up a direct transfer to his channel.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things you have to do to be able to set that up.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't know. Yeah. As far as I know, Andrew is the only one that knows how to do it.
Right. Well, anyways, thank you to you guys for watching me build this, and I hope you enjoy Donnie's stream later tonight. Joey, do you have any last words before we close out?
Nice job what you did today, man. It looks great, and it's a nice little kit.
It is.
Actually, a nice big kit.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is not small.
It'd be pretty large. Yeah, it's not small at all. Nice work.
All right, thank you. All right, well, hope you guys, again, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And till next week or next stream, take care. Joey, say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.